Hi, I'm Coree, also known as Mercedes Benzova.
When did you first get interested in drag shows?
I first got interested in drag shows probably 19 years old. I'm 24 now. I came up here with a group of friends to go to my first Northern show at NMU. That was like the first time I ever went to a drag show or anything, or even heard about drag. I was a little intimidated just because the queens looked a little scary with their big headdresses, and I've never seen anything like that. So the first time I thought about performing was it was probably the second time maybe I watched a real show. Because the first time I was just kind of like taken back, like, woo, this is different. But then the second time, like when the performers were going on stage and like the crowd response and how fun it was and just like exciting, I kind of got that to be like, hey, you know what, I could probably do this. As far as Mercedes and Corey go, I feel like as my normal self, Corey, I'm energetic, fun, outgoing, and just like all over the place, craziness, having just a good time. But then when I get into character as Mercedes, I find myself more, almost in a sense, reserved, more ladylike. So it's kind of like we're polar opposites, and generally people would think that I would be more out there and flamboyant when I'm in drag, but that's actually like opposite for me. That's always been something that people have kind of been thrown off by.
You perform, is it more for the audience response? Is perform just to create as an art form?
Performing for me it's a different like way to get my artistic outlook out in the public, and it is a way for me to interact with people that I might have never got the chance to just as my normal self. I live for the feeling, the like energetic stuff that comes out with it, like the crowd screaming my name or like my name getting announced and hearing the applause. It's definitely awesome. Before I go out there, I always have nerves and stuff, but it's almost like I walk out on stage, the spotlight hits me, and then 2 seconds later the performance is done, because it's just so much adrenaline running through my body and just like running around and doing, you know, the performance and lip syncing and all that, and then it's just done, and then I'm just kind of stand there afterwards, like behind the stage, like, oh my God, what just happened? But it's all in good fun. Well, this performance was done at the first ever Pride Fest here in Marquette, Michigan, and I had the pleasure, well, Mercedes had the pleasure of performing, and this was definitely number one song I wanted to do. Not only because I like share so much, but the message with the song Woman's World, I just wanted to prove a point and go out there and have fun with it and show everyone that this is a woman's world. No man's gonna bring Mercedes down. Like when you're a performer and you're on stage and you're like trying to have fun and all that stuff, and everyone's just sitting around just watching, like you don't know if they are having fun because you don't see like their bodies move or anything. So the audience coming up to the stage and dancing around me with their dollars in the air, that's when I know that I'm giving them a good show. There's Rena, my boss.
Is it nice to have like your work and co-workers and boss there to support you?
Like at these shows, I like sometimes you get lost in the reality of like, oh, you know, you have all these people around and like they care about you, but to actually like see them out there watching you, just like solely you up there doing what you do best and what you love to do, and like there's smiles on their face, and like you know that they care about you because they would actually go out and see something like that for you. Oh, there's my butt drop. I've never done a song that I didn't hear at first and could put myself in the singer's shoes, I guess, if that makes sense. No. I think Miss Piggy. Yup, and guess what? Grabbed my dollars and got off that stage and laughed at that and had a cocktail. What was the fucking question?